Howdy, y'all. Wanted to talk about the stages of grief today. It's something that I've noticed myself going through, and for about a year, I was not really, I don't know what the word is, coherent or open enough to accept the idea that I was going through them. And somebody had mentioned them one time in I think a Compassionate Friends meeting. Uh, and the first one I think is denial, and then anger, and then acceptance. And I can honestly say that for that first year, I was absolutely in denial. And I think I'm still a bit in that phase. I find myself thinking that he's going to walk in the door, that this is all just a dream, that this isn't real. And as much as I would love it to be, it's hard for me to accept, and I still haven't accepted it. I still don't understand that I lost my only child, my son, really my buddy, my best friend. We did so much together, and it's just been a hard pill to swallow. And I've tried to hide from it. My job where I was deployed for 8 months, it was actually good for us, I think, to be away from it, to escape it a little bit. I kept super busy in that job, and even my new job I keep busy enough I don't think about it much, but I have those lucid moments where it hits me like a ton of bricks, and that's where I can feel that I'm sliding into the anger phase, and I can get really short. My patience, I've noticed, is very short where it used to be a lot longer. I don't seem to handle the stress as well as I used to. And I just get angry. There's moments I can recall, especially if my mind is idle, and maybe I'm driving to work or just trying to relax at the end of the day, and I start thinking about things, and I get really angry and upset. Why did this happen to my son? Why did he get taken away from us? I've passed the stages where I cry. There was months and months that I just cried all the time. But now I've gotten to a point where it dries up. The tears dry up. Sometimes I feel like I need to cry, I want to cry, and I cannot cry. I had a little breakdown on the way to work the other day, but I didn't really actually cry. I whimper, I get upset, I get angry, and back to that anger phase. And I can feel it. I can feel that I'm getting angry, and definitely entering that phase. And it's not a happy phase to be in. Obviously, it's angry, but it's not terrible anger. It's just anger at the reality of it. Like, you don't want to accept it. And I've talked to other folks that have been going through the same process or are further along, and they definitely recall that phase in the anger phase and the whole process. And it's funny that it's written out, and it seems like that's just the path that I'm heading down, is textbook. But again, it's different than what my wife's going through. So I don't know that there is textbook. There's documented studies and ways that people grieve, and mine just seems more in line than others. I don't necessarily think any of them are wrong, but it's definitely the way that it's playing out. And yeah, I have dreams. I wake up in the middle of the night and I think that he's going to be there, that he's coming back, that this didn't happen. And when I think the hardest part is when your brain switches between that belief that he's coming back and everything's going to be all right, and it switches into the reality of the situation. Excuse me, the situation, and that's where it's difficult, and that's where it hits you, and that's where you have those anger moments, and it's just somehow a way, I think, of trying to comprehend it and grasp the situation and understand what happened. So I really appreciate you watching, and I'll be releasing another one shortly. Hopefully not too many tractor videos and car videos, but it's just something I want to share as well. Thanks for watching.